Cowboy Nation. Really appreciate each and every last one of you all. Thank you all for tuning in. All right, so the thing is, what do the Cowboys need to do to win on this Sunday? They need to control the LOS. Remember, we was talking about the core. And there's a reason why the Cowboys went on ahead and paid La'el Collins, regardless of how I feel. Like I said, I believe that La'el Collins is the number one left guard on this team. The best left guard we can find. But that's a story of a different day. They got him at right tackle. And so far, he's been right at mediocre role, right at that spot. Didn't give us a lot of flashes. Hell, he even got a sack against Dak Prescott against the LA Rams. So, you just got to look at it, got to call a spade a spade. But I will say this, in order for the Cowboys to win, we got to protect the ball, got to win and dominate the LOS. We also need to score when we get into the money zone. All last year and before that time frame as well, we've been having hiccups and troubles with the money zone, green zone, red zone. So I will say this team must figure out ways to elevate the scoring possibilities. Remember, a +1 touchdown last year will put us in top 5 offense. That's crazy, huh? But it's quite possible. All we got to do from here is score when we get there. And then on top of that, the Ezekiel Elliott administration. We're going to talk a little bit about that as well. My whole argument with Ezekiel Elliott is that he picked the wrong time to hold out. But now that he got his money, hopefully, and I mean just that, he can stay on the field and not have all of these off the field distractions. Not saying that he's a troublemaker or anything like that, but old folks used to say this: if trouble continue to find and follow you, that there's something that you're not doing right. Now, I do know that Roger Goodell can't stand the Dallas Cowboys. He figured out ways to poke and pry, put his toe in the water and things like that. But all I can say is that now that we should have that booger bear under the rug, or booger bear out of the door, meaning that Ezekiel Elliott should get signed now, as the contract seems generous enough. 6 years for $90 million, that's a lot of cash, a lot of money, tons of money. But I'm not looking at the money aspect, I'm looking at the possibilities, the peace of mind. Now, Jerry Jones, he's going to be scratching his head because I don't think that he will ever sleep good and comfortable at night knowing that you got a party animal like Ezekiel Elliott. But I digress. He's on our team, and Jerry Jones used to always say, it's an ugly baby, but it's our baby. We're going to love our baby. So that's how we got to look at it. The other thing that I want to bring up, who's next? Byron Jones need to get paid. Amari Cooper need to get paid. Dak Prescott need to get paid. Should they gamble a little bit and put Dak Prescott under the franchise tag and then pay him after the season? Or should they go ahead and reach deep down in their pockets and say, okay, we're going to go ahead and pay Dak Prescott? I really want to know your thoughts on that. But I can tell you right now is that if, and I'm saying this with a big if they were to go ahead and pay him last year, like right when the season was over with, we won't be having this back and forth conversation. We'll be saying like, look, man, Dak Prescott got a steal. We got Dak Prescott on another steal because right now we are benefiting from the first deal, 4th round draft pick. We benefited from that, regardless of whether or not you love him, like him, hate him, or whatever, Dak Prescott been a gem for us. And then on top of that, if you add in the fact that when you start talking about quarterbacks, it's hard to find quarterbacks that can win games. If you think I'm lying, ask Matthew Stafford about that. Ask Matty Ice. I do know he went to the Super Bowl, but still ask them boys about that. And ask other quarterbacks that been in this league that just can't find wins. The Kirk Cousins of the world, who can throw a better ball than most of the quarterbacks that's out there. But he don't have what we call that instinct to win the games. So we're looking at everything from A to Z as it relates to the Dallas Cowboys. In order for the Dallas Cowboys to beat out this team called the New York Giants, they have to dominate the LOS, turnovers and takeaways. When they get into the money zone, green zone, just punch it in. I want to know your thoughts. I really want to know you all's opinions of this MAGA contract with Ezekiel Elliott, and I really want to know who you all feel that should get paid first. Amari Cooper, Byron Jones, Malik Collins. I forgot about him. It's a contract year for him. So Jerry Jones got a lot of slicing of the pies to do. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, You're listening to Nothing But the Best. Salute. I'm out. Peace.